Leo, can I get first reaction, please?
I'll talk to you later.
Sorry, Ryan. Sorry.
Are we going to do this every time I win a championship here?
Maybe. Now, what are your thoughts on being...
So here's my first reaction. I'm the man, and I told you so. Every time I come here, I step through the door, I walk out with more gold around my waist. And that's not something really you can teach. And you know why? It's because I'm a vegan. And it's because there's only one son of the sun. And tonight, the son of the sun is the VPW champion.
Thanks, Leo. I think.
Thanks, Leo.
This Saturday night, NYWC returns live in Deer Park. And not only that, but there's a big debut coming, right?
Well, it's not a debut. I've been there before. You just don't pay attention to me because you didn't think I was important. Now get out of here! Get out of my spotlight! Sean! I know you've been challenging me over the past year. I am sick and tired of seeing your face everywhere I go. I'm tired of it. You are the last person that I want to deal with in the wrestling world, and you will be my last match for yourself. I will no longer allow you to haunt my dreams, my Instagram feed, and the life of everybody else around you. I'll be your last match, because after me, you won't ever want to wrestle again. See you July 20th in Deer Park, Sean Wachter.
See you there.
I just want to say that it was super rude of you to walk away from me earlier.
Talking to the New York State champion, you're going to have to pay up.
Do you take kale?
Dude, goodbye.
Whipwreck, Cation, doesn't matter.
We'll see what happens, but it looks like we have a special guest.
Get my earplugs on.
No.
You was looking for Tina, and then you talk about people.
Dominate tonight, all right? The Dirty Deeds, they got nothing.
We're now the new Starlet champion. What's going on?
Hi, I am Fearless Princess, so why not team up?
All right, now just announced by Mr. Joel Maximo for February.
Finisher is called the Shadow Band, and I was like, that's kind of...
Hold on. Let me speak. Okay?
But today I got a very special guest. I got the great.
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I am your host, Papa Dank, and today I have a very special guest. Let me bring to you the one, the only, Rubi Devlin. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. It's hot up here in Long Island, New York. How is it down by you?
It's gonna rain.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd rather it rains to cool off, man.
Right?
I got the fan running. I'm dying over here.
I feel you.
All right, let's start off with upcoming events you have. Let everybody know what you got coming up.
There's Chopping Blocks this Saturday. There's a Primo show this Sunday. I just manage a group called The Cult. My name on that group is called The Procreator.
Okay, all right.
August 10th, I'll be at Kansas because I am the Rebel champ at MEW.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just be defending my title there or doing whatever they need me to do.
All right, sounds like you got a busy schedule coming up.
I'm always busy.
I hear you. Let's start off with, how did you fall in love with professional wrestling?
I started off at the age of 24. I didn't even know there was wrestling where I lived in Texas. That's where I'm from Amarillo, Texas.
Okay.
One of my friends was like, hey, show up, watch this. It's cool. And I was watching and I had to ask somebody, I'm like, okay, who's the heel? Who's the face? I don't know any of this. So they're like, he's the heel, he's the face. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I talked to one of the wrestlers. You may know him as Gino Told You So.
Yes, I know Gino.
He got me into wrestling, and I just started practicing. And here I am today. I hold one belt. That's half the Colt.
I love it.
I own half of this.
Nice.
And this is my belt that I won, which will be replaced August 10th.
Oh, wow.
So this is the Rebel Champion belt. So
okay. That looks like one of the boxing belts. They usually look like that. Yeah, that's cool.
That's how it starts off with, and then get a new one.
I love it. So. It must be hard to carry all that gold with you.
I carry carry one. The boys get to carry the other one, but I still claim half.
All right. I know you mentioned Geo Sooners, so let us know where you trained. I assume Gino was one of your trainers, but let us know if you had other trainers and what were your thoughts during that initial training.
See, Gino didn't train me, but he made
Oh,
me
okay.
stay.
Okay.
So if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be Ruby Devlin. So he checks on me once in a while, asks me how I'm doing. He's seen
Good.
some of my matches, so that's good. I've moved from Texas to Arizona to Denver to get different schools and train. But
Oh,
since I'm
wow.
in Denver, I train in primos with Joey McDoodle and
Okay.
Tyra. So I train here, and then we also train under like butcher shop as well. So I just a whole bunch of people. I have
Got a
like different coaches.
whole bunch of coaches coaching you. That's good.
Yeah.
What was the best advice one of your coaches told you during that your first training?
Keep your mouth shut, eyes open.
I hear that a lot.
You'll learn from every different school you go to, and whatever you learn at the new school, forget what you learned at the old school because everything's different. It's not the same anymore.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Let's talk about your first professional match. Who was your first opponent, and what were your thoughts performing in a live crowd?
My first match was with my best friend, Urza Tinker. I love her very much. She was my first transgender match, first match ever, and it was the best experience I've ever had in my life. So getting to wrestle my best friend was greatest experience of my life. So
Awesome. All right, good. What were your thoughts on being with the live crowd?
it was a small crowd. They didn't really know what wrestling is, but it was pretty fun. They were
Okay.
just like, "Oh, it's wrestling. Let's watch." Yeah. But then when I got to have my first actual match, which was in Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
after I came back from Denver because I took like a vacation,
Okay.
the crowd before I even came out, my music came on and all I heard was Ruby Devlin. Like they were on their feet, had best entrance. It
That's
was
awesome.
it was a blast. I loved it, and hearing my name, hearing people cheer for me and everything, being a role model, seeing those kids hug me and everything like that, it's a great experience. I love it.
It's a good, awesome experience. I hear that a lot from all my friends up here. All right, let's go into opponent you. Well, somebody's saying so. Serena, I've been hearing a lot about Ezra Tinker. Definitely going places. Okay. Tell me about an opponent you want to wrestle in the independent scene, but you haven't wrestled yet.
I have a lot of opponents I want to wrestle. I just don't have
Let's
any
do it.
just ready for anybody. Really, I wrestled Urza. I wrestled Stormy Renee. I wrestled a girl named
Oh,
Sally. I wrestled guys too. Bonesaw. I wrestled my partner in crime as well. I wrestled him before. I wrestled one of my coaches, Tyra. I
hmm.
wrestled a couple guys, MEW. That's how I won this belt. So
Is there anyone that you haven't though wrestled that you want to wrestle?
I'm just
No
ready
one?
for
You're just ready. You just wrestle anyone.
I'll just wrestle anybody, really.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Tell me about your toughest match to date. Why was it so tough, and who was your opponent?
Um, I really haven't had a tough opponent. It's just the
Okay.
heat that kills you the most, especially when
The
you wrestle outside. It's that
the
heat.
Heat.
That,
So your biggest opponent is Mother Nature.
it's mother. That
That's a first. I've never heard that before.
it kills your body. Like when you're in there, you're like, yeah, but then when you're done with your match, that heat will kill you.
Yeah.
It's incredible, but
I I
uh,
could just imagine. I had to film for a promotion outside, and I was drenched, and I was using my phone, and the freaking phone shuts off and turns black. I'm like, what the hell's going on? It says extreme heat
it's the heat.
exposure.
Mother Nature doesn't like it.
It was terrible. So kudos to you and everyone else who has to wrestle outside in the heat.
Right.
Oh man, that's tough. All right, let's talk about a promotion you want to work for that you haven't worked for yet. How come you want to work at this promotion? What draws you
I,
to this?
I'm willing to work any promotion. I want to get out there and be more Ruby Devlin, people to see me, be a better role model to the kids out there. I'm willing to go anywhere. I don't have
So,
to place. I really don't. Just new
so,
place.
so you're a face.
I can be both.
Okay. What do you prefer to be?
I'm mainly a face, and
Okay.
Texas, I'm a face. Mainly Nebraska, I was a face. Sometimes I'm a heel. Here in Denver, I'm a heel. So I can do both. But being a face it's not easy being a face. It's really not because you
It's
have
actually difficult.
out going. And a heel, you can get away with anything, but babyface, not so much. You know, the
Okay.
babyface work is to get that crowd going, to get them want to believe that you can win this match. And as a heel, you're bullying everybody. You don't care who is
Right.
who. Like,
Yeah, that's true. You don't care who's who. Tell me about your best fan experience that you've had.
my first time going to Nebraska, I was a face. I had a match against Stormy Renee for the title, and
Hmm.
after I lost, I rolled out of the ring, and all these kids just start hugging me, and it felt really, really great. I'm like, I didn't think I was that good of a role model, and then show up, everybody's like, "You're awesome, you're amazing, you're beautiful," and then they
That's
started making
awesome.
me cry. They're like, "Why are you crying?"
Yeah.
Because this is a great experience. I'm like, I know I lost a match, but I gave it my all,
Yeah. That's good. That is a great experience.
right?
All right. If you could go to any country in the world, which country would you go to
Oh,
either train or perform, or both?
I've always wanted to go to Japan. I see all their stuff. Japan is like really, really amazing. Like it's a great experience to watch. I've seen John
Yeah.
Moxley, seen Will Ospreay. I've seen everybody on there. Brian Danielson.
Yeah.
They're all great and they're all on AEW. So that would be a great experience to go to.
Okay. All right. Now you know there's a dojo out in California, right?
I've heard
Okay.
California.
All right.
Oh.
I know some guys are going there, so when they come back, I'm gonna ask them how it was.
Right.
All right. Serena says, if you go back to an era of wrestling, which would you choose?
Ooh, what should I
It's a
choose?
good one.
I'd probably do the era where like WWF was, or
Okay.
that back in the day. Their wrestling was cool.
What, like the 80s?
Yeah, the 80s. I would go back to the 80s. 80s sound.
Okay. All right, all right. So you can have a match with Fabulous Moolah.
Right.
That'd be cool. Good stuff. All right. Any states you want to go work in that have caught your eye that you want to go to?
California. I would say Montana. Hopefully,
Okay.
if I get my passport, I can go to
You
Canada.
can go to Canada.
Yeah. There's
I love.
Primo Canada too, so that's where I want to go. That's like next year goal after my maternity leave when I come back. Hopefully, I
Right.
can get to the States.
Well, congratulations.
I'm a 4-year-old already, and she's super proud of me. I do wrestling for her, and then
Awesome.
a little one on the way as well. So I just relax and do what I can.
Awesome. Now, what has your 4-year-old told you about your wrestling?
Mom, you got to do this. You got to do that. You got
She's giving you advice.
to. And then I show
That's
her,
great.
and she goes, "That's a cool belt. I'm so proud of you, Mom." And then when I do my makeup and my hair, and I show
Uh-huh.
my like, "You're so cute, Mom. You're so pretty." She's
That's
like, "You,"
awesome.
and I'm like, "You're so cute."
That
My number one
is awesome.
supporter.
That's good stuff, man. My kids just don't go.
My kid falls asleep half the time, so
My oldest used to go and we used to do stuff together, like vlogs and stuff, but now he's kind of retired.
yeah. When we would, before I started wrestling, when I would go as a fan, me and her would watch it all the time. It was really, really fun. So hopefully, when I start getting in the ring again, I
Yeah.
can get her to watch it again because she hasn't watched a single match. I've only showed her and stuff. So
Okay. Could she have aspirations one day to be a wrestler?
I hope so. I really want her to. That way, I can pass down
To
the rebel
knowledge?
kid, and she could be the rebel she wants to be. She's a crazy, dangerous kid, but I love it.
That's awesome. Good stuff. All right. Hobbies. What are some of your hobbies, Ruby? What do you like to do for fun?
I if I wasn't pregnant, I'd be working. Uh,
You'd be working out?
I'd be working out. I watch TV all the time, watch wrestling because that's how you study. Most of the time is watching it. It
Okay.
helps. Let's see, basketball, playing with my kid. I'm like, go
Awesome.
practice. I'm like, practice, practice, practice.
Okay. All right. So that's what you do for fun.
Yeah.
Any TV shows you're watching?
I just got done watching The Boys.
Oh, I'm way behind. I'm 4 episodes behind.
I finished all of it. I even watched the new one last night.
Oh, last night's episode, I gotta catch up. Was it good?
Oh my gosh, this show like brainwashed me. I'm like traumatized. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like crazy.
I,
I'm like,
I started watching Cobra Kai because the last season started.
right.
So I watched the first 2 episodes. I'm like, yeah, this is good. I
The new one
love
should
that.
be coming out soon. I can't wait.
Yeah, no, it just came out last night.
Oh, you see now
Yeah,
I'm
now you're behind. It's 5 episodes right now. The next 5 come out in November, and then the last 5 are in 2025.
see they're making us wait.
They're making a sweep, yeah. Plus, they got the movie coming out with Ralph Macchio.
Wow.
Yeah, they got a movie coming out. They're
That's
supposed to do spin-offs. Serena says, I've never heard of that show until the other day. Where is that on Netflix? No, it's on Prime. She's talking about The Boys.
oh yeah, the boys. I
The
think
Boys is on Prime.
the other version that they made, I haven't watched it yet, but
Gen V?
yeah,
Oh, it's good.
it's good. Okay. I'll
It's
have to
good.
watch it. I'll believe your
Yeah.
word.
No, it was good. It was good. Unfortunately, one of the actors passed away in real life after the show.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was in an accident,
Wow,
and
that's
and he
which one?
unfortunately he passed. The main kid, forgot his name. I could look him up real quick, but yeah, he had some sort of accident, and he died.
Oh wow, that's
Uh, yeah, it was very sad. Here we go. All right, I'm pulling it up now. Chance Perdomo.
wow.
He was 27 years old.
That's basic. I just turned 28, so
Yeah, it's sad.
that's crazy.
Terrible.
A
So
lot
they said they're not gonna recast, so they're gonna figure out what to do
who
next.
who did he play?
I think he was the main kid. Chance, I believe, was his name on the show.
Okay,
He was one of the main
I
guys.
that one to under.
There's like 4 main people. He was one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. Mm. Are you looking forward to the boys coming back? So they got one more season.
Right, I'm looking forward to it because I watched that one last night. Like watching it, all of it, I'm just like, what did I get myself into? I'm like, jaw drop. I can't speak. I'm just like, what just happened? I'm like,
Right.
someone explain this to me. I'm like, how does this happen? I'm like, this happens in real life. I'm like, we're all screwed.
Man, and now I gotta watch. I gotta catch up.
Which one? What season are you on?
I'm on this season, the last
Oh,
season. I
okay.
just
Which episode?
for whatever reason I didn't catch up. I think I watched the first 4, so I'm on 5.
All right, you're not that far.
Nah, I'm not that far, but I still gotta catch up. But now that I caught on, because Cobra Kai is my all-time favorite,
Right?
so
I couldn't stop watching that.
I gotta finish that first. So I hop into the boys.
Right?
And I just finished the new Star Wars show. I don't know if you're a Star Wars guy, person.
I'm not, but my boyfriend is.
Yeah, man, there's just something about the show. Like it started off really well, and it just disappointed with it.
I
I don't
didn't
know.
really watch it. I'm on my phone. I'm just looking up like, yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it was just disappointing.
He watches shows that I don't like. I just watch TikTok.
You're a big TikTok person?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, you gotta look up my friend Tommy Invincible. He's a professional wrestler. He's pretty popular on there.
Okay, cool.
He just challenged. It's funny because he challenged Julius Creed on my podcast, and
What?
he actually answered him on
Yeah,
one of the texts on Twitter or whatever. He said, "Let's go for it" or something like that.
yeah. This weekend I get to hang out with Ruby Flyer
That's right.
coming out here. I'm excited.
That's awesome. When is he coming out there?
He leaves actually tomorrow, and he'll be here. I think Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So
Awesome. Tell him I say hello.
I will.
He's a nice guy. I like him.
Yeah, he's really cool. Two
I
Ruby.
met I'm 2 rubies together. I
We're
met a lot of great people on here, man. A
that's
lot of great people. So that's why I do it. It's a time consuming to do stuff like this.
right. It's
You know, because you got your work, your job, and then you got to come. You do this. It's like hardly leaves you any time for anything else.
right. Like wrestlers start at a young age. I think the youngest I've heard is like 15. I think
Yeah,
14, 15. I'm like,
14. Yeah, I heard somebody was 13 training.
right. I know one of my friends, 17, I think. 18. I'm like, goodness gracious. I'm like, I started when I was 24, and I'm like, and I had to take breaks and breaks because I broken my nose 3 times already.
Oh,
I broke
really?
this side first, and then I broke this side, and then I
Oh,
broke the middle.
wow. Wow. Brody Lee, he's training now. He's like 8. 8 years old. But he has like the best trainers. He's got like Natalia, he's got like all the big wigs, Cody Rhodes. They're all training
Right.
him. It's
Never
crazy.
use his knowledge.
Serena says, "What's one TV show you wish you could be a part of or an extra on?" Oh, that's easy.
Oh,
The Boys.
probably boys or the Cobra Kai
Cobra
one.
Kai.
Yeah, I'd be on both of those. I'd be. I don't know. The boys would have me on a different level, especially
Oh,
everything going on. I'd be on a different level. I don't know if I
yeah.
would want to be a superhero anymore.
That show is so crazy. It's when you watch, you can't believe some of the stuff that happens on it.
I'm like, you kill all those people, and I'm like, and why? I'm like, what's the point? I'm like, and then knowing they had all those, like, they did it to the babies, like when they were just babies. That's how they became the
They made
superheroes.
them. Yeah.
They babies.
The first like 5 minutes of the first episode is like there's two people talking, a guy and a girl, and then A Train runs through and kills
Like, where did she go?
her.
And
She's all over the place.
just holding her wrist. That's all you see is. I'm like,
It's so crazy.
oh,
When I first saw it, I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah. Like, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, she just went.
Just
like,
went blood everywhere.
freaking Homelander scares me the worst, though. Man,
Homelander's crazy.
he's weird.
He's just crazy. He's just nuts. He's just nuts.
He's just not all there.
But if you watch you watch the episodes, you see like he was kind of made that way
Right?
because he was like a young innocent kid.
Right. Well, look who his dad was.
Yeah, and he became psycho.
Right. And now look at his son. He's just like in the middle. Like, I don't know. Is this the right thing to do? I don't know anymore.
His son doesn't want to be like him, but I guess we'll have to wait and see as things progress.
Right? And then Butch scared me. Like, the last episode, you're gonna be like, I did not know that. Like, it's gonna make your jaw drop. It made me. I was just like,
Really? Oh
happy.
man.
I'm like, that just happened. I don't want to ruin it for you, but you're gonna be like, that just
Really?
happened.
Okay. All right. I'll definitely catch up on it by the end of the weekend. I'll be caught up. I'll just have to take like a day and just catch up. That'll be my Sunday, I think. All right. Let's get back into wrestling, I guess. Tell me about your favorite gimmick match you've been in. Why were you so happy with it?
My favorite gimmick match.
Yes.
Let's see. Phew. I really haven't had a favorite gimmick match. I just like being me, and sometimes
Just
sometimes we do funny stuff. Like the other day, I think last week we did a small gender reveal match. Still not going to tell people what it is because it's still.
Wait. A gender reveal match?
Yeah, we did a little gender reveal match. It was funny. At the end though, I'm never using those powder guns again because I felt bad for the dude because as soon as one of the guys just turned it, he walked right into it covered in powder, and I was like, these are not a good idea. This is not.
Oh no.
And then I like chopping them. It was funny because he likes they cute to pat my head, and they're like, you're just a little girl, you know nothing. And then I'm just like chopping away, slapping away, and I'm like, who are you calling a little girl? I'm like, you're a Barbie doll. I'm like, I wouldn't be talking. I'm like, and they just get all up in my face, and it's just hilarious when guys are like, they think
Right.
they're all bad until I chop them, and I'm just like, now who's the bad bitch?
Yikes.
Yeah,
I feel bad for them.
we did practice yesterday. I chopped this one guy 7 times because we did this leg exercise, like where they're holding the back of your ankles, and you just move their legs, and you have to push their legs to make it where they like see if they can hold their legs balanced. This guy, he kept dropping his legs, and every time he did, I would chop him, and then he would like protect himself. Like, no, I don't want to get chopped. I'm like, hold his arms down, and I'm like, I was tearing him up. I felt bad, but I'm like, I told you not to touch the ground, and I was like, you did it 8 times, dude, 8 times. I'm like, I
Right.
won't. It's
Listen,
just
you
like
gotta
I'm
get the chop.
the ground, and I'm like, watch, like,
Gotta get the chop, man.
right.
Who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
Becky Lynch,
Okay.
Charlotte, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, AJ Lee. I liked all of
Wow.
them. AJ, I got a little bit. So my gimmick, I got a little bit from AJ Lee, Ruby Soho, and so I put like all three of those into one.
Right.
So
Okay. Did you ever get a chance to meet any of them?
I wish. I think the people I met Mr. Anderson. I
Okay.
met Buff before. Who else have I met? I met Brian Kendrick, Chris Masters.
Okay.
Um, we're supposed to. There's an IWC this Sunday. Christopher Daniels is supposed to be on there. That'd be
Oh
cool to meet.
wow. Yeah,
So,
that's good. Did any of them give you any great advice?
one guy did. His name is Toxin. He speaks Spanish, so I had to have a translator.
Uh,
But like after you have this kid, he's like, get back there and train. He's like, because I see something in you, kid. You have a great future ahead of you. And I was just like, I had to walk away because I was crying. I was like, I'm gonna go cry over here.
oh, that's great. That's
Right.
that's that's awesome, man. And where is he from?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew where half of these people are from, but I don't.
Okay.
But
No problem.
I'm just happy to meet them, really. No matter if they're
Yeah.
from Mexico, no matter if they're from California, freaking Canada, no matter where they're at, I'm like, I always ask for input, what I can do better. And now that I did, I'm like, now I'm a champ. I'm like, I've only been wrestling for a year almost. August 19th will be a year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been
When is the
for
baby due?
baby's due on Christmas.
Okay. All right. That's awesome.
Right. And then my 4-year-old's birthday is like 8 days after Christmas. So,
Oh, wow. Double celebrations.
oh, it's gonna be a headache, man. She'll be
Oh,
5.
man.
Like, oh my goodness, they grow up so fast. I'm like, just remember
You,
when she was a baby. Like, I FaceTimed her yesterday and she showed me a baby picture, and I was just like, where does the time go? I'm like, oh my goodness.
it
I'm like,
goes
what
fast.
it does?
I know. Man, I remember my kids were babies. Now they're all grown.
Right?
Like, where'd the time go? Yikes. Man, I don't miss the sleepless nights, though. I don't miss that.
Not gonna have fun with that.
No,
Okay. That's why I get as much sleep as I can, because
that's right. When do you think your estimated return to wrestling will be
um,
after your baby's born?
hopefully the end of January, maybe February, because I gotta heal.
Oh,
So,
you're going back that quickly. I thought you were gonna take like 6 months off or something.
nah. I've been already taking a lot off already. Like, I don't really wrestle that much. Like, if I do, it's
Yeah, you
only like
can't.
a couple of spots. That's pretty much it, really. I mean, the last time I wrestled was June 15th for the title, and that's pretty much the last time I wrestled, really.
Yeah,
I still practice here and there. I do like what's safe for me and the kid.
yeah,
So,
100%. Safety's first.
yeah, I don't take any like face bumps or anything. Like, if I do bump, it's on my back, but I really don't even bump that much either. I
Yeah, no,
just do
don't
what I,
don't risk it.
yeah, no, I don't. Like
No, don't
yesterday,
risk.
we did cardio, and I just did like high knees. I ran the ropes. I did like the leg lifts. I do what's not on the stomach. So,
Okay. Yeah, please take care of yourself.
oh
That's
yeah,
100% more important than anything.
my boyfriend and my team here in Primos, they make sure I take care of myself. So, not they're
Good
on my
stuff.
butt. Thank
Good stuff. You got a great support system.
you.
100%. All right, Ruby. Thank you for taking a moment of your time to be with
You're
me
welcome.
today on Beyond the Barricade, and we look forward to your comeback.
Yeah,
We'll de-
hopefully soon.
yeah, we'll definitely have you come back on
Alrighty, thank you
once
for
you're up and running. Hey, I appreciate you coming on. Tell my other friend Ruby I said hi.
I will. Thank you. You have a good day.
You too. Let everybody know where they can follow you before you head out.
I have a Facebook. You can follow Ruby Devlin, Instagram Ruby Devlin, TikTok Ruby Devlin. Just follow me on there. I need more followers. I need more people for
Me,
next year,
me too. I need more followers too.
right?
All right. As for me, this Saturday I'll be at NYWC's Trust No One as NYWC Starlet Champion Amity LeVay takes on Jasmine Howe. This Saturday, July 20th in Deer Park. Go to nywcprowrestling.com to get your tickets. There will also be a championship match between Jorge La Bestia versus Mr. Main Event Sal Sabelli. He's going to be there. Also, check out one of my latest vlogs with Kai McKenna. She's former VPW Women's Champion, but she's all over the Northeast and now making her way towards the Midwest. So kudos to her. I just heard her on Gabe Zaplowski's The Space. She was sitting there giving some great advice that I heard. And it's all good stuff, man. Good stuff. Coming up next is the one and only Brick Savage joining me. That'll be up at 9 o'clock tonight. 9 o'clock? Oh, shoot, man.
You
Yeah, a long night ahead of me. Ruby. Uh-huh.
You're going to be busy man.
I know. Yes, Kai is the current Invictus Women's Champion, 100%. Ruby, hold on for a minute. Everybody else, I'll see